Today we're taking notes on module 1.3, which is multiplying monomials. So we're going to be multiplying single terms by single terms and then single terms through binomials or trinomials or larger term polynomials. So we're going to be working with our exponent properties from middle school and also the distributive property that you guys learned and practiced in middle school. So let's just jump to the examples. Both examples are on your notes and they're fully done for you, but I'm still going to talk through them. If you think you know what you're doing, you can go ahead and jump down and try the first 4 practice items and skip ahead in the video and see how you do. But I'm going to explain and read through the notes with you. So the first example is a monomial multiplied by a monomial. So there's only 2 terms that you're multiplying. So you match up the parts that should get multiplied together. So if we're looking here, the 3 and the 4 get multiplied. That becomes your leading coefficient of 12. If you look at our A's, we have 2 A's in the first one and 1 A in the second one, which gives us 3 A's that we're multiplying together. So that's the exponent we write, a to the third. And we have 1 B times 3 more B's. We get 4 B's. That's where we get the exponent b to the fourth. You can also think about this as writing it out in expanded form. That first monomial is 3 times A times A times B. And then we're multiplying by a 4, an A, and 3 more B's. So we have 3 times 4 is 12. I have 3 A's that can come together and 4 B's to create those exponents. It's kind of a long way to do it, but it's a good explanation. When we have a set of parentheses that has a larger polynomial than just a monomial, binomial or trinomial, we have to remember to distribute. That monomial in front gets multiplied by every single term in the parenthesis. So first 2x times x squared will become 2x cubed down at the bottom. 2x times 3x now becomes 6x squared in our final answer. And 2x times 7 becomes 14x. So every single term in that trinomial in the parenthesis gets multiplied by the coefficient or the monomial out in front. Okay, so pause the video here. Try the first 4. We're going to split up the practice. When you're done with the first 4 practice, unpause the video, check your work, make sure you're doing okay on those before you start the second set. I have a little bit more instruction to do. Okay, I'm going to assume you've paused the video and have done numbers 1 through 4. So I'm going to do them real quick. In the first one, we just have 2 monomials. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. X squared times an additional x is x cubed. Y cubed times an additional y is y to the fourth. In this guy, number 2, we've got to distribute. So negative 4x times x squared is negative 4x cubed. Negative 4x times 8 is negative 32x. Here we got to take the 2p all the way through the trinomial. So 2p times p squared is 2p cubed. 2p times negative 6p is negative 12p squared. 2p times 3 is positive 6p, and I'm done. Number 4, we're taking the 3m all the way through the parentheses. So 3m times m is 3m squared. 3m times 8 is 24m, positive 24m, so write that as a plus 24m. Okay, on this second set of 4 practice, the problems are a little bit harder. You kind of gonna have to go back and remember your addition and subtraction techniques, and you're going to end up with like terms. So I'm going to do the first one and then ask you to pause it. So we have 2 kind of sets of multiplications here, and both of those have to be distributed out before we can start simplifying. So this 3x gets multiplied just through the parentheses it's attached to. So 3x times 2x squared is 6x cubed. 3x times 4x is positive 12x squared. And we're done multiplying the 3x. Now we jump to the second parenthesis set, and we just distribute the 5 through. So it becomes positive 5x squared. Nope, sorry, something messed up. And negative 30x, because we distributed a positive 5 through that second set of parentheses. Now, since we had 2 separate multiplications, we kind of have to look to see if we have like terms. And these 2 middle terms are both x squareds. So they come together. The 6x cubed is going to stay on its own. 12x squared plus 5x squared is 17x squared. And then negative 30 doesn't have any like terms to change it. Okay, pause the video, do the next 3, then unpause and see how you did and correct your work when you're done. Okay, I'm assuming you're done with the last three. First thing we're going to do on number 6 is distribute the 2 through the first set of parentheses. I get 2m squared minus 20m plus 10. In this second set of parentheses, I'm actually multiplying through negative 3m. So make sure to take that negative through. That's the biggest common error. So negative 3m times 8m is negative 24m squared. Negative 3m times 2, oops, sorry, my screen moved. Negative 3m times 2 is negative 6m. Now, final step, we look for like terms. I've got 2m squared and negative 24m squared. I've got negative 22m squared when I combine those. Then I got negative 20m and negative 6m. That's negative 26m. And then this 10 doesn't have like terms. It just goes at the end. Always look and make sure you're in standard form, highest degree to least, with that constant at the end. All right, 7 and 8. 7's a really long one, so I'm going to start way over here on the left. But the first parenthesis takes negative 4x through the parenthesis. So negative 4x times x cubed is negative 4x to the fourth. Negative 4x times 5 is negative 20x squared. Negative 4x times negative 2 is positive 8x. This next set of parentheses, I got 4 terms in there. I just got to keep distributing until I get to the end. So 3 times x cubed, 3x cubed. 3 times x squared, positive 3x squared. 3 times negative 2x is negative 6x, and 3 times 9 is positive 27. This is really long, so you got to look really hard. Usually when there's this many terms, I try and find the largest degree first. So this negative 4x to the fourth stays. And then I look to see, since that's a fourth degree, I look for third degree. So there's one, positive 3x to the third. There's no other thirds. I got an x squared term here and here, so those guys got to come together. So negative 20 plus 3 is negative 17x squared. All right, first degree terms, I got a positive 8x and a negative 6x, so 8 minus 6 is positive 2x. And then everything's been used but this constant, positive 27, and we're done. All right, on this last one, we're taking the a through the first set of parentheses. So we get 2a cubed minus 4a squared minus 7a. So we multiply a through everything. In the second set of parentheses, we're multiplying by negative 4. Negative 4 times a squared, negative 4a squared. Negative 4 times 3a, negative 12a. Now we stop again and look for like terms. So there's no other cubes, so that's going to stay 2a cubed. We have negative 4a squared and negative 4a squared. Negative 4 and negative 4 don't cancel. Negative 4 and negative 4 is negative 8, and we have a squareds. And then negative 7a and negative 12a is negative 19a. Okay, we're going to practice this tomorrow. I know this lesson's a little bit tougher than the first, but hopefully after a lot of practice tomorrow, you'll have mastered it.